and the 15 yards against them.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A 1st down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go now.
Inside handoff, Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And we didn't even get a chance to settle. Quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Looking to strike for once, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn to find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, but someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The slot man in motion right. They keep it with Henry on first down. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third down, it's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He had a touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's man. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because they're smoking the bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Here's Willis. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 10, Willis. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A pivot and a give to Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Point after here coming up. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Willis. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A toss left. Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Willis now off of play action. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Henry up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the outside. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's man. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there for his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Willis will look to throw it. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Willis. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Willis to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struck... And in the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. This appears to be a play trip home. Kyle Duggar. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.